a kayaker paddling in a remote part of the Florida Everglades, attacked by an alligator. Our top story though tonight at 10 o'clock, terror in the Everglades. An airboat captain flushed from hospital after an alligator bites his hand off.
Invasive species here in the Florida Everglades, Burmese pythons can grow 30 feet long and eat a 6-foot alligator. Officials say there are tens of thousands of them in the Everglades.
The Adventure Fishing World Championship is a new format of kayak fishing tournament combining fishing, strategy, and navigation, resulting in a true adventure. On February 22nd, teams of 2 anglers set out to reach and catch fish at a minimum of 3 out of 4 eligible checkpoints and return to the finish line no later than 5 p.m. Given only a map, the teams received no outside support and had nothing but their skills as watermen to safely bring them home through the savage landscape that makes up the Everglades National Park. The only advice given was, please don't underestimate the extreme difficulty of this event. Event organizer and concept creator John Grace has been kayaking and fishing his entire life.
Yeah, so growing up, we didn't have a lot of money. And so my dad and I would still want to go to all these places and go fishing. We had an old canoe and we would scour over maps and find launch points, and inevitably we would end up catching a heap of fish, more fish than a lot of the guys in the motorboats. At the same time, I was paddling whitewater with my father, and we were traveling, and I was you know, getting better and better and more skilled in my boat, but I never thought to combine the two. Now, fast forward to just a few years ago, and I was on a trip with Woody Calloway from Native Watercraft, producing some videos on their guides. And that was really the first time I was ever exposed to kayak fishing proper. When I saw what the native guides were doing, where they were going, you know, just how they were fishing out of their kayaks, I was blown away. You know, so a few weeks later, I started getting all my notes together and formulated a concise plan, pitched the concept to Woody, and together he and I made the AFWC a reality.
We'll turn this down for a second. You know, the AFWC is more than just marketing. A lot of times people say, look at a sponsorship and go, oh, that's just marketing, but it's a lot more than marketing. The information that we can gather from an event like the AFWC, as hard and as harsh as it is, really helps us define the next product. It helps us improve the products that we're currently making. When you're putting 20-some miles in one day, pushing it, standing, sitting, getting to the next checkpoint, comfort's a big deal. If, you know, I had some people come back and go, hey, our legs are a little soft, or we're getting a little numbness in the seat. We're gathering information. It has been an incredible tool to be one of the sponsors at the AFWC just because of all the information we glean from that tournament.
The AFWC Planning Committee is held to the task of making sure the destination for each year's event is not only a world-class fishing venue, but also holds adventure. The Everglades fit that bill to a T. This area of southern Florida contains the largest mangrove forest in the Western Hemisphere, home of the Florida panther, the only place in the United States where both saltwater crocodiles and alligator live. The Everglades are home to 14 endangered species and a countless variety of birds, vast, unpredictable, and wild. This is the venue for the 2014 Adventure Fishing World Championship.
My name is Tony Terry. I'm the Law Enforcement District Ranger of Flamingo in Everglades National Park. Kayaking is good in Everglades simply because of the lack of motors. It's good for the environment. There's not much impact. There's basically no impact if the bottom is not touched. And here in Everglades, the bottom is the wilderness. But for, you know, the boater, Everglades has something that the rest of the area don't have all year round. You can come down here as a boater and have access to the water without the freezing temperatures, the warm weather, and the variety of fish seasonally is what most boaters are coming for. And the birds that come down here through the winter season and migrate through, there's not a time of year where there's not going to be a bird or wildlife that's passing through here that's not here or any other part of the country. The alligators use this area as a home. There's thousands of alligators here. You just have to kind of know what you're looking for. The crocodile, this is one of the areas that the crocodile is predominant at. The Florida panther, a lot of this area, we have a success story with the Florida panther. Getting on a canoe or a kayak gets you closer to the wildlife. It gets you closer to the fish that you're looking for. And things just don't seem to be as scared when you're on a kayak, when you're coming up to them, as it does when you're on a powerboat.
With a large amount of people coming back from last year's event, this year is shaping up to be more exciting and competitive than ever. Returning champions, Mike McDonald and Billy Astrom are the team to beat, but really it is anyone's game. Dee Kaminsky, Redfish Chuck, Dave Harper, Adam Hayes, Philip Ruckert, Nathan Raycroft, Jason Austin, Rusty Driver, Gene McElroy, the Cablers, the Loziers, Casey Brunning, Steve Gibson, the list goes on. And coming in from Canada, making this a true international and world championship, Team Focus Forward, Thomas and Bettina Collery.
I heard about it first. I participated on a few forums, and there's lots of chatter whenever the date gets close for this event. And yeah, I mean, I like reading all the stories from last year and watching the video that was put together, and can't wait to be part of it.
There's going to be a lot of good anglers, you know, taking a look at that interest list. You recognize a lot of those names from, you know, a lot of different forums and tournaments and hell, even TV shows. I mean, there's some heavy hitters down here, and competition is absolutely going to be fierce.
My name's Emily Crum, and I'm team dead last, no sniveling. And we came all the way up from Key West. We're probably the only team that drove north to get here.
Charles Levi.
And I'm Captain Alex Gorichki.
Team name is Kayaks by Bo. We came in from Titusville, Florida. Pre-fishing today was awesome, dude.
Great fishing, wonderful fishing.
We got out, we found some moving water along some protected shorelines and tore it up, man. We caught all kinds of fish. We caught, what, 6 or 7 different species of fish, so it was good.
I've got a couple of hits. I haven't caught anything. We've seen some ladyfish and some snook other guys have caught. I usually do well pre-fishing and usually do poor on tournaments, so maybe that's the turnaround. Maybe I'll do better tomorrow and do poor today.
Tell me about your experience last year.
Wow, it was an experience, and I said I wasn't going to be here again, and I'm here again. It's just it's too enticing, it's too much fun, and I have to just challenge myself again. I have to just do it.
The whole goal is to
not get lost and not get lost basically, and not to have to call for SOS.
Yeah.
And as long as we complete it, we'll be good to go.
Hopefully we won't have to fire a flare this weekend.
Yeah, or firing a flare might be fun. You never know.
It's going to be tough, but the reason I came here, you know, to do this is, I mean, I love fishing. It's what I've always loved to do, and this is probably one of the best places in America to go fishing, you know, for what we're doing, you know, hunting down predatorial fish in their own environment. You know, that's what we do. So when you guys offer something like a tournament here, we'll be here.
I think our chances are just as good to win this tournament as anybody else's. You know, it's anybody's game. As long as you can get through the day, you can find your way to the checkpoints and you can actually catch fish and you can get back in line by 5 o'clock, you've got a chance to win it.
It's been a bad year for me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, he had a tough year this year.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer of the lymph node. So that was right around the 4th of July. I went through 7 weeks of chemo and 35 radiation at Moffitt Cancer Center in Tampa, and, you know, pretty much to save my life. I lost 54 pounds. I've gained about 12 back. I'm kind of weak, I'm not going to lie. This is going to be a tough tournament for me, but it's a challenge in life.
I'll pull your butt around, I don't care.
Just like everyday life, you know, we have challenges and you just got to overcome them. And that's, you know, I feel fortunate to be here to defend our title, and we're going in with a mindset that we're going to repeat. So, you know, I wish everybody else luck. Come in second place. That's the way it is.
getting ready for war. Battle Royale is here again. Us versus the Everglades.
See if it compares to last year's. Last year was grueling. Toughest tournament I've ever done in my life. It was fun, and we're back at it again.
We're just gonna go, just do what we do, just go catch some fish and have a good time. And you know, when we open up that map, I'm sure there'll be a pucker factor for a second, but we'll figure out what we need to do real quick and get after it. You know, get out there on the water so we can get going early. I know we got a long time on the water today, but times will go by fast.
It won't be a problem.
Over 100 kayaks. Just waiting for the maps to look at. That way we can get a game plan together. It's gonna be crazy today. I know that. I don't know what to expect, but hell is what's to expect.
DSSL, Sam and Dave. Russ, Pilot, Michael Etheridge, been crazy. Rolling Tide, Scott Harper, Jorge Cancel.
The anglers surveyed their maps and quickly realized that reaching all the checkpoints was not possible. The teams had no choice but to pick 3 checkpoints, leaving no time to abandon one checkpoint in hopes of better fishing at another. This added pressure, combined with 2 double-length checkpoints, made for a completely different set of problems from last year's event.
Last year, the course was set up to where a paddler could hit all 5 checkpoints in a day if they were a strong paddler. This year, we decided to change it up where the paddlers had to pick their 3 checkpoints. As well, we wanted to put some portage options in there. This again was meant to show how versatile a kayak is for fishing. You're going to have a hard time portaging your motorboat.
So Eddie, you're headed to Snakebite?
Yeah, I think we're gonna go for it. There's no sense, you know, go in there and play it easy, go big. If freaking we make it, we make it. We strike out, we strike out. See, we just wasted 4 hours. We got to fish within 20 minutes, but we're still wasting 4 hours of the day. So it's a big risk, but big reward, double points. See what happens.
Yeah, I just came from Coop Bay. Gonna probably head down to the next double checkpoint. We figured for a chance to win, that's what we got to do. So we're going extreme today.
We're going extreme, big time.
Extreme, hitting a double.
We're going all out.
Yeah.
First checkpoint, pick the farthest one away, bust ass and see how long it takes us to catch a fish.
We did all right. Got a nice sized redfish, and we're heading off to the next checkpoint.
We went out there and did what we do in our area and actually sight fished. And got a really nice red, about 25¼ inches.
And I cast right in front of him about 5 feet, let my lure drop. He came right on it and just inhaled it, and I hooked up.
Oh my God, man. Like, okay, we underestimated it. We definitely did.
All right, here we are, back at the Warner House checkpoint. We got a lot of action. We've been fishing for just over an hour, and we got 3 fish landed already, but it's the youngest team member of the entire tournament, Bradley from Kayak Fishing Radio, landing a 24.5-inch trout. His dad Chip was super proud as he paddled off to the next checkpoint. So right now, our leaders are Kayak Fish Radio with a 24.5-inch trout.
We in. Yeah! 16.
How many fish you get?
3.
Took about 2 hours to catch our first fish, and after that, once we got down towards the blue checkpoint, we realized we didn't have enough time to make 3. We went down and around that point and then made the call. We just did the math, didn't have enough time, and actually chased tarpon the rest of the day. So, not a bad day at all, just a little disappointing.
Did you have any fun today?
Depends what fun is. Getting attacked by sharks, getting attacked by jellyfish, getting stuck in mud up to my waist, and that was fun. It was excellent. Yeah, the Everglades is amazing, and seen a lot of stuff, but fishing wasn't good today.
Have a look at that. That's a nice little prize right there. No matter whatever prize we get for first place, it's all going to be about the trophy. So, all right, now we're getting into the money here. Totaling 74.8 inches. Canaveral Spotted Monsters, Norman and Chris. Come on up. Where you guys at?
3, 2, 1, boy.
Nice work, guys. Finishing at 454 with 79.8 inches. A mere 5 inches better. Fin Crazy number 3, Michael Etheridge and Walt Palin. Let's hear it, boys. Woo! Totaling in at 92 total inches, finishing at 4:47 p.m. Fin Crazy number 2, Casey Bruning and Steve Gibson. Get up here, boys. Let's hear it. This team was the top finisher last year. They came back and they took home the championship. They're walking away with these beautiful trophies. Each of them get a brand new Slayer. And they're the champions. Give them a big round of applause. A big hell yeah.
So starting yesterday where everybody's trying to figure out all the checkpoints and things like that, the only thing that made sense was to put them in a circle. So we figured we'd run out to the furthest spot we could and kind of work the maps and figure out a way to make it go through the entire marsh to work ourselves around. And needless to say, it didn't work. What's up, Mike?
It didn't work.
It didn't work. The last time I slept was Thursday night. It's now Saturday at 4:40. We had to walk 7 miles back to camp, left the kayaks in the middle of the Everglades, got the wheels so we could haul them, went back to the kayaks, hauled them a mile further west away from where we had to go. We crossed sloughs and swamps and mud and finally made it to the beach, and then we had a 9-mile paddle back home. And so yesterday's trip started at 7 in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, and it ended at 4:30 this morning. 2 of my team members went to sleep and didn't fish the tournament, and as you can see, I'm here. And it was a tough one. Definitely an adventure.
Bye.